Okay, class, now that we finished the itemized deduction amount of 15,595, we subtract that amount from the adjusted gross income to come up with an amount called 16,260 on line 41 here. Now, the exemption amounts. It asks us to multiply 3,800 by the number on line 6D. If you scroll up to the line 6D right here, I don't have this filled in because I've erased it, but remember their exemption amounts were three. One for Stuart, one for Sally, and one for Samantha. So we take 3 times 3,800, and that equals 11,400. Then when you subtract the exemption amount from the line on line 41, the amount on line 41, you end up with 4,860. On line 43, this is telling us that their taxable income is 4,860, which is interesting to note. Even though they earned more than $33,000 during the year last year, the amount that they're going to pay tax on is only 4,860 because you get the itemized deductions, the exemption amount, and that's their taxable income. Now, to compute their taxable income, to compute the tax that they owe on their that taxable income, we're going to go to the instruction booklet and look at the tax tables to compute their tax liability. So the way this instruction booklet works is first you look up their taxable income over here. This is their taxable income amounts, and then we're going to be looking in this column right here, married, filing jointly. So I'm going to scroll down until I get to the 4,860, I believe. 4,860 is right in between these two amounts right here. And the amount of tax that they owe is this amount right here, if I can somehow get it. Anyways, it's this amount right here. The $488 is the amount of tax that Stuart and Sally Smith owe. So I'm going to come right over here and type in 488. You can ignore alternative minimum tax. So total tax liability is 488. Now, and this is where it gets a little tricky, is the credits. Basically, if you fill out form 8863, you're going to end up, and I'm just going to shortcut this because it is a rather lengthy form, but the answers when you fill out form 8863, in fact, maybe I'll just go ahead and show it to you over here. Form 8863 indicates that if Stuart and Sally Smith are in their first 4 year of college and they haven't been convicted of a felony drug charge, they're going to go ahead and qualify for the refundable American Opportunity Tax Credit. And on the refundable American Opportunity Tax Credit, what you do is you individually complete part 3 for each student. So Stuart Smith, I complete this. This part 3 shows me the amounts that go here. And then for Sally, I complete this down here, and it shows her amounts down here. And then you take those amounts and you total them back up to line 1 here, run it through the analysis, and it indicates that on right here, the non-refundable piece is the $488 that I'm going to put in right, let's see here, 488. Which basically wipes out their current tax liability. So total tax liability is now 0. And I'm going to go ahead and stop right there before I get into the rest of the credits and refundable credits that are out there.